Hello, 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 everyone. This is Kathy, and I'm here with number 45 of the 100-Day Challenge. And today, I think I'm going to make some cute little, I guess it might be a placekeeper for your journal is what I'll call it. And it's going to be the size of a domino. So I purchased this from CarolinesCraftTree, Dragonflies and butterfly dominoes. So I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to cut out a piece of this very heavy craft board to match it. And then I'm going to cut out one of these pretty quotes. So I'm going to start with the measurement of these. They should be one. Well, let me cut it out first. That'll make more sense. And CarolinesCraftTree has some beautiful digis. You want to check her out. She also has her own Facebook page, CarolinesCraftTree. I think I'll make one dragonfly and one butterfly placekeeper. So let me pick out this pretty dragonfly. Sorry, I had to go off camera a bit. That's the dragonfly. And let's find a pretty butterfly. Let's see, this is pretty. Okay. Next, I do want to measure these now. They should be 1 by 2, which is what they are. And let me cut out a quote. Let's see. I like this one. Sit, be still, and listen. That reminds me of when I might be sitting outside and watching the birds and the butterflies. Sometimes we can just be going so fast in our lives, we forget just to take a moment and be grateful. And then I saw another one. A morning glory at my window satisfies me more than the metaphysics of books. I like this one too. Give me the splendid silent sun with all his beams full dazzling. But I'm going to use this one. A single dream is more powerful than 1,000 realities. Okay, now this, I'm going to cut 2 pieces of 1x2s. Get a nice cut. I cut it on the front and the back. And now I'm going to cut 1 inch. And 1 inch again. Okay. You can set this aside. And I want to make sure there's no kind of rough edges. So I'm going to take a emery board. And just like that. Get off any edges that the cutter might have left. Okay. Next. Next, I'm going to use collage medium and a collage medium brush. These are from Tim Holtz. And I like this a little better than Mod Podge, although it's getting kind of stiff. I like it a little better because it doesn't warp as much. You have to work quickly with it though. So I'm going to put the dragonfly on the front. Line it up as best I can. And now put the butterfly. Okay, that's off a little bit. I'll trim that just a little. I'm going to turn them over. Now I'm going to put the quotes on the back. We're not going to do that. I didn't check to see the length. So on the back then, what I'm going to put are other pictures. Silly me. There's a pretty one. I'm going to put a butterfly on the back of the dragonfly and a dragonfly on the back of the butterfly. Okay, let's add some more glue. Okay, and I'll be inking the edges, so I'm not so concerned. There's my dog. Honestly, I can't get through a video. I love him, but he drives me crazy. Okay, turn it back over. Now, before I collage over the front, I want to add some, I'm using archival ink for the edges. And trim that just a tad. As we know, 1 by 2 isn't always 1 by 2. So you do have to go back and check it. And I like to get right into the craft board when I'm doing this. Normally I do this on a domino, so if you have dominoes, you can always do it on a domino. You do need some, you need to put an attacher on it. Okay, that's good. We'll go back in with the glue. And I'm doing this to seal it. You want to make sure you get on the sides. Okay, wipe that up again. Whoops, flip it over. Wait a moment till it dries. And I'm putting it on pretty thick. I want a nice topping. Nice frosting. Okay, I'm going to dry these. Okay, and I see a place that needs to be trimmed just a bit. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be attaching some elastic to either side. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that, and I need to punch some holes and put eyelets in. Oops. Whoopski. Okay. My hole's going to go pretty much near the top edge without going over it. And the same on this side. Like that. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to, let me just, before I do that, I just want to get this glue off of here. Okay, I'm going to put it right through the hole, just like that, and the eyelet's going to keep it in place. You want to make sure the elastic is coming out the top, not the bottom, okay? So that's pretty tight, and I can trim this. Okay, now my other side, I want to make the whole thing, let me check. Usually my journals are about 8 inches. So I'm going to make this 8 inches because it is elastic. If you're not doing elastic, you should do it a little longer than your journal, just to be safe. And same thing like we did on the other side. This time again, I'm making sure the elastic is coming out of the top. Just like that. And you can do this with ribbon, and you don't have to use you don't have to put it in the eyelet. And let me show you how this works. Let me find another journal. Okay, this is my Alice journal. So how I would use this, I would put it in the center and have it dangle out of each side to keep my place in the journal, especially if you're a writer in your journals. And you could do it to match any theme that you wanted. Now, if you want it to dangle more, then obviously make this longer. I didn't want it. I like it to hang right at the end of the journal. So, for example, here. And if I didn't have all this, you could see it a little better. Just like that. So very quick, very easy, and I like it because it's pretty functional. You could also put some ribbons here, tie them in a bow at each end. But what's nice, you can do it to match whatever journal theme that you have. So thank you for watching number 45 of the 100-Day Challenge to see how I made my place keeper for my journal. You have a good one. Bye.